It be 7 o'clock. It be 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the nose. How do you like them apples? I didn't get arrested. Hey, holy cow. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy couple days. I can tell you that. Um, I'm not taking a nap, Gary the snail. I am here live and in person. I am here. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me. 61 of you here already. Wow. Ah, well, let's see who's all. Oh boy, there's lots of people here. Julie Joyce and Nancy and Carlos and Shideel. I just call you Shy. Wish it would snow here. Where? Where are you at? Where are you at that you want snow? Because I could send you some. I'll pack it in a dry ice container, and you can have it. Uh Daria, how are you? Peter. Hey, good morning, Peter. Send you snow. Where are you at? Are you in China? If I remember, you're in China. I don't know for sure. Hi, Bobby Mosier. 280 zone. Yeah, it's too cold for I could have done it in the garage today, but 23 degrees. It's not really that bad today, but it's gonna go down to 10. And then tomorrow, I think our high is 16, so I'll be walking dogs. I know that's Monday. Monday's supposed to be a high of 16, so I'll be walking dogs when it's a little bit cold. But that's all right. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? I gave up the outside garage. Yeah. Missed you on Wednesday. Yeah, what did we do on Wednesday? What did we do on Wednesday? I guess I can't even remember now. Isn't that sad? I can't remember. What did I do on Wednesday? I got to think about it. I don't remember what I did on Wednesday. Where did I go? What did I do? Boy, oh boy, it's not amazing. It was only like a couple days ago. How do I not remember what happened? But whatever it was, I couldn't make it. So, uh, hey, Alton, how you doing? 10. Oh my God, it's 33 here in Newport Richie. Wow. Hi, Carlos. What did I do on Wednesday? Oh my gosh, I don't remember now. I gotta think back. I gotta think back. What did I do on Wednesday? Man. So what are you guys up to? Wasn't Wednesday your birthday? Let me look at my trusty cal. No, my birthday was Thursday. My birthday was Thursday, and I watched Steve's retirement corner. I watched his live at 7. I think I was 10 minutes late. So what did I do the day before? Wednesday the 14th. So I couldn't make the 1 o'clock, but why? I just don't remember. Isn't that something? While we're on here, I'll try to remember. Pre-birthday prep. Maybe that was it. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. 66 now. No, Peter, you know what? I'm just really don't care what day it is. I really don't care what I did yesterday, or I just look now into the future, and I just don't remember anymore. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I'll have to get checked for memory loss or something. I don't know. But I could we were just out today. We went to BJ's out in close to us, and with the family. And a matter of fact, I've only been home a couple hours. Then the daughter came after that because we had some plants to give her. But we were just out and we were reminiscing about stuff, like me and my cousin, he was with us there. We were reminiscing about stuff when we were 6, 7 years old, like it was yesterday. And like we were there. It was a 6, 7, 8 years old, and he's telling stories, and I was telling some stories, and but I can't remember Wednesday. That's just crazy. Hey, Captain Billy's here. Wow. We missed you last week. And you didn't call me for bail, so I don't know what happened there. You can't wait until April when you retire and can't remember what you did. That's right. It's a good feeling. It is a good feeling. Yeah. So Donna Simple Retirement. Thank you. I want to get the t-shirt you said a while ago that says, I don't care. Yeah, I don't know. I know I must have done something that I couldn't do the live. And wow, I know I walked dogs yesterday. So that's what happens in my schedule. Like, um, I don't have a plan, of course, for most things. Monday, I walk the dogs. Wednesday is I got to take out the garbage on Wednesday night. I try to do the Wednesday at 2 o'clock live. And once in a while, the volunteers at the dog shelter, if they get extra dogs in, they'll ask for some help. So yesterday, I went in at 6:30 p.m. till 8. I walked 7 dogs yesterday, but and that just throws me. Now it's like, what did I do Wednesday? I just don't remember. For me, it's Sunday, January 20th. Watched the first episode of Batman 1966. Wow, that's cool. Why am I so loud? I got my microphone here. Or is it because you got that hangover still going? What'd you have for breakfast? I didn't eat any breakfast today because we had a 12:30 lunch, if you want to call it that. So I didn't eat. Like I've told you guys before, I only eat like twice a day. I don't eat 3 times. I eat twice a day so I could keep my girlish figure. So twice a day is good for me. Usually like late break, I'll drink coffee in the morning for like an hour, hour and a half, 2, and then maybe a little bit later I'll have something cereal, breakfast sandwich. I'll make the other day I made some eggs with some toast. And then I'm good till dinner. So and I'll grab an apple or a pear. We've got these Asian pears that we got from Costco a couple weeks back. Cut one of those up or something like that, fruit or she's got an open bag of those carrots. Reach in, grab a few of those carrots. Just stuff like that is all that's all I need. Hey Noreen, how are you doing? You don't get you just stay drunk? Okay. Your wife and the video of the shelter, yeah, that was pretty cool. Just that one dog, Tate. I was telling my daughter to watch that one too because she volunteers at City Dogs, and that's what got me interested in volunteering. Because in the city of Cleveland, they have a lot of pit bulls, and she was doing. She's been volunteering over there for a while, and that got me thinking about volunteering at the dog shelter, and that gave me the push to do it over here local. But that one dog, Tate, it was so funny because he gave like a side eye when I was trying to film him. He's an interesting dog, that's for sure. Orange cat running in the snow. Yeah. What was his name? I think he was looking for Captain Billy. Yeah, we call him. Mrs. Buzz calls him Mitts because he has those catcher mitts. That extra toe and that. So, um, and he's a wild one. I think most orange cats are wild. They're just nuts. And yeah, he goes out in that snow and he was fine with it, but just crazy. Freezing Minneapolis, Minnesota, -10 wind chill. Yeah, it's Paula. I saw you guys on the news. Can't miss it nowadays. I've never had a hangover. Yeah, I'm boring too. Those days are long over for me. Hey, Vicky West, how are you? 112 viewers say happy birthday. Nah, it's okay. I got enough, and I really appreciate it. But I did the video, and I think there was 500, 600 comments, and everybody said, and I appreciate that. Trust me. But I spent a lot of time answering them, um, which is fine. But it's highly unusual to get that many comments, on a just a basic video. Um, but I appreciate that. Antique Nana, how you doing? I'm retiring in late March and truly appreciate your tips and keep up the. Yeah, I don't have very many tips, Eric. That's I don't have. If I knew now what if I knew then what I know now, boy, things would be different for me. Um, I'm one of those that should have been practicing. I guess what I'm preaching should have been practicing that a long time ago. But it's life. That's the way it goes. I'm still gonna have to ask Mrs. Buzz what I did Wednesday. Now I'm now I'm worried. But thank you, Vicky. Usually love orange cats, raised a few. They were awesome. Yeah, they are. This one's crazy. He's scaredy cat though, just crazy. He's so scared about everything. Um, my daughter comes over, boom, he's gone. He's in the basement, hiding somewhere. Gray cat just stays out. Gray cat sleeps all day, runs all night. So gray cat stays out, and you can pet gray cat, but orange cat's gone. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Yeah, thank you, Peter. Yeah, you're on the news for snow and ice. Yes, you are. Snow and ice. That's right. Are you feel? Yes, Carlos, I am feeling older. I actually am. Um, I was just telling Mrs. Buzz that yesterday or today. It's like, man, I just feel different. I think I don't know. I guess maybe working, you're constantly going, and you're constantly, that repetition um, keeps your adrenaline going. And without the adrenaline, and I'm not, bored or anything like that, but without the adrenaline, it's like you start to slow down. I think that's where I can kind of tell how people they say, "Wow, when you retire, you just die." And I could see how that could happen if you just don't do as much or not in a repetition. Um, and I won't let that happen, but I do feel different. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something I ate. 107,000 more seconds to go before you retire, but who's counting? Yeah, nobody's counting, right? Could it be don't retire on Social Security or on return for living or worrying? Is that what you're trying to remember? No, no. Trying to remember what I did Wednesday because I usually there's got to be a really good reason why I don't do the 2 o'clock live on Wednesday. And usually, I mean, if I'm home, I'm doing it. So, and I can't remember. I didn't walk dogs Wednesday, I don't think. And I just can't remember what I did Wednesday that I didn't do the live. I just don't remember. Hmm. Amos, how you doing? Going down to 20. Well, you're in Texas, so that's pretty cold for you guys down in Texas, especially lower Texas there. Gas bill 151 last year. Yeah. 1 month retired. Robert, good for you. Let me get caught up with this. Watch for the freeze or snow and ice in North Carolina. Don't tell me 2 days ago we'll make it. Yes, I did, Rick. I said we're going to make it through somehow. Trust me. That's what we do. I think as humans, I mean, most humans, they're built to last. They're built to make it somehow, some way. They will make it, and that's what I told Rick. Is somehow, some way, whether we have money or not, we're gonna make it. Maybe feeling older as Billy Crystal. You look marvelous. Thank you very much. You got an orange cat too? He hides when the company, yeah. Really? Alton, that yours does too? Yeah, it's a scaredy cat. Thinks he owns the house, but he's deep down he's scared. Are you starting to get the winter blues? No, not yet. No, actually I've been feeling pretty good. No winter blues, that's for sure. Different than last year. Last year, but it's only the beginning of, mid January. February is when it probably hits the most. Now I just read a stat that Cleveland, in 4 months in Cleveland, believe it or not, has, I think there's 2 months where we only have 16% of our days in a month have sunshine. 16%. It's the average. So you think about that, and some of the other months are almost as bad. They're like 20 something percent. So you think about that, 75% of the time we don't have sun. It's cloudy. And that does get it gets you down a little bit. Now I'm watching Steve's video Friday, I think it was his last. He's got beautiful blue skies and down in Virginia, and I'm thinking, man, and I look outside here and we have squalls today. No weather. I get the ready alert notifications that said, these severe squalls. I'm looking out the window and it's like you couldn't see 10 feet in front of you. There was some kind of lake squall that came over. And of course, it's just been cloudy all day. Haven't seen the sun at all. And that's gonna be it. But I'm not feeling bad about that yet. But give it another couple weeks. If it stays like this, then what do I need? Psyllium, or you said? I might need something. What did you say it was? Psyllium? Uh, I missed that. I'll have to go back and look. It was something like that. Yeah, you're loving being retired. Yes, it's great. I don't expect you to respond to my comments. No, I know that, trust but verify, but I'm cool with it. I try to catch up to everybody's. I know I'm still behind on those comments. Um, but I'm trying to get it. Does it lower your blood pressure being retired? I think so. Um, no, I do. I think so. I think um it lowers your stress level, with which theoretically should lower your blood pressure, but not always. Um, but your stress level does go down for sure. And we said this 1,000 times. You don't really you can't measure that. You can't take a thermometer. You can't take a blood pressure reading. You can't measure really stress. Um, I know they put you on the treadmill and stuff like that, but the actual stress is hard to measure. For me, the way I measured it is when I would go to bed at night and I could feel my limbs, my arms, even to my fingers still tight. And I would actually have to sit there at night because I couldn't fall asleep. And I'd have to say, okay, starting with the fingers, relax. Starting with the arm, relax. And I could feel by concentrating on it that I could feel that stress was trying to leave, not some kind of magic thing or anything, but it was just concentrating on, okay, deep breath, relax kind of thing. That's how wound up you are. And just by daily living, and hustle and bustle, you don't even realize it until you do retire, at least in my case. When you retire and it's all of a sudden I've never felt that again. I mean, I'm serious. I don't have a deadline for anything. I just, deadlines used to always, Vicky, like you're working, you had some rough days. You said the other day, you got deadlines, you got stuff you got to take care of. It's got to happen, and you're thinking about it. And it's like, now it's like, oh gosh, I don't have to worry about that. Just got to worry about taking out the garbage on Wednesday, Wednesday night. So it is nice. Now, does it lower your blood pressure? I don't know technically if it does or not. Mine's been about the same, but I take a little bit of medication. So I think for me, to answer that question, the more weight I gain, the higher my blood pressure goes. The less weight, if I can take some off, the lower it goes. And I notice in the summer, when I lose weight in the summer, I have to reduce my dose. And the doctor says that I was cutting my pills in half, and the doctor says, well, Probably not the best thing to do. We'll just get you a lower dose for the summer if that's what you want to do. So we play that game based on the time of year, believe it or not. Because wintertime, I'm more sitting around a little bit. Summertime, you're out. You have 8 hours of daylight out there, or 9 hours, or whatever. In the wintertime, what is it? Dark by 5:30 now. So, so at 5:30, I'd be outside doing the garden or something. And now it's 5:30 and I'm watching a foot of snow out there, and I'm inside. Maybe you were hitting the pipe on Wednesday. I don't know. Did you go to that trust? No, I did not go on there Wednesday. I did not. I did not, because we had the bad weather Wednesday. That's why I'm saying I was home, so I don't know why I didn't do the 2 o'clock thing. Look at your timeline on your phone for Wednesday. I'll have to figure it out. High 71. Oh man, Scott, that's nice. But yeah, you got that low. Hey Theo, how you doing? You mowed the lawn. Isn't that nice, Sue? Oh, Oregon. Wow. Thomas Wicks, glad to see you and hear you wanted some company tonight. Well, we're here for you, and Captain Billy's here too for you. Um, he's here just for you. I was out in my bathrobe checking mail and feeding the outside cats. A little chilly for the robe, yeah. Uh, yeah, especially down in Texas, right? All right, where did I go? Direct from Southeast Wisconsin. Sending you -2 Monday. On your way to Florida. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Florida, you got them geckos falling out of the trees or something. Is that what it is? Lizards or geckos or something? You already still hung over from a Hebrew New Year. Oh, it was Hebrew New Year. That's what it was. Hey, Captain Billy, man, you know what's really bad is that Chinese buffet at Snow Road over there, Snow and Broadview. They've been closed since the beginning of November. What's up with that? I need some insider information. Um, I know it's snow and ice, but did they go back to China for China New Year's or something, or what happened? We usually do that in January, and they were closed. I couldn't believe it. They said they're going to open back up. It's renovations, but it's been let's see, middle of November, December, so it's been 2 months now. Seems kind of strange. But the dog walking does help, Jackie B. It sure does. Like I said, I walked 7 of them yesterday, and we were just, hustling because there was so many. It was like 40 some dogs. Quite a few dogs came in. I'll have to show you Monday. I'll have to show you this. We got 2 mastiffs. 2 mastiffs came in. The owner died, unfortunately, and these things are 160 pounds a piece. They were, I mean, you could put a saddle on them. Huge, huge dogs, but they barely would walk. I mean, they would walk like 10, 15 feet, and you could hear they're out of breath already. They are just out of shape. I think they're a little bit older, but man, I've never seen dogs that big before. I mean, wide, they weren't really tall. I mean, they were fairly tall, but they were just like this wide. I mean, just super big. You're early for Chinese New Year, huh? I got seasonal affective disorder every dark, dreary winter we had in Cleveland. It can happen to you. We have lots of cloudy days in northern Indiana too. Vitamin D, the sunshine. Yeah, I take a multivitamin, and I was taking D by itself, and then I got off of that. I think what's in the multivitamin's good, but they do say you should get tested for your vitamin D, is what they say. And some people take extra. Um, I think it does help people. So maybe next time you go to doctor, check it out. You sat in the sun for 10 minutes today and it was glorious. Oh, Dana, that's nice. Well, in Georgia, you must have had no clouds today, huh? Oh, psyllium. Oh, psyllium. Okay. We have a vitamin store not too far away. I'm one of those people that I don't even take an aspirin. The only thing I take are medications that I'm forced to take, which is my lisinopril water pill combo, and then I take that Protonix. Supposed to take it twice a day, but I take it once a day, depending on what I'm going to eat that day. And that's for the uh, GERD or whatever you want to call it. And other than that, I even if I get a headache or something, I normally don't even take an aspirin or a Tylenol or a Motrin or none of that stuff. I'm just one of those people who doesn't like to eat any kind of medicines. So and I do take a multivitamin, and I do a garlic pill, and I do fish oil every other day. Decent sized fish oil tablet, hoping to keep the cholesterol down. I don't know if it's working, but last time I went in, it was high, but I mean, it's not bad. So, next time I get blood work, hopefully it's the same or gets a little bit better. Get your long johns on and put on another log on the fire and say, I know. Yeah, Monday, I think they said high of 16 for when I'm walking dogs on Monday morning. You like the cloudy, yeah, if you're inside. Below zero means one thing. Chilly. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you need the sun. That's right. Meditation is easy. I keep having dreams that I'm working at another job, then I wake up retired. 2723 bills. That's your prediction? That's snoring me and the doggy. Meditation. Yeah, that you almost killed that dog, Dana. That's you said that you had the bone, chicken bone. Somebody threw it out in the yard or something, and went in the dog's throat. Crazy. A friend just flies to San Diego for a weekend to get some sun. That's actually not a bad thing. A couple years ago, maybe might have been last year, I told Mrs. Buzz, why don't we just hop on the plane to Florida and we'll figure it out. We'll find a hotel somewhere and just lay on the beach for for a week. Um, let's just do it. And if it was just me by myself, I would have went. I mean, I would have been gone. Um, but we didn't do it. But one of these days we might have to. No doubt my stress level has dropped dramatically. Yep, Rick, absolutely. So ready to retire. These people wait until the last minute to submit their stuff. Yeah, that's people though. people are people can be lackadaisical and doing some of their things, and you could give them. I what I laugh about is watching these videos of the cruise ships. So they let you go out and what do you go to the island or whatever, and they tell you to come back at a certain time. And then they got videos all over the YouTube and everywhere else where they're they're running down the boardwalk to get on the ship, and the gangplank, if that's what they call it, is pulled up, and the people are like and there's people up along the railings laughing at them, and what do you do? You're stuck in a foreign country, and then you have to fly home, or oh man, I mean, all you gotta do is be on time for crying out loud. There's always somebody that's got to push it to the limit. Retirement is pretty good cure for stress. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you had to deal with a lot of running that business, Amos. You had to deal with a lot of stuff. I think I feel your pain. It's either way too exhausted and I sleep 15 hours, or if I'm too cold. Yeah. Planks are supposed to. Oh, planks. I don't think I've done one. At least not on purpose. Took me a couple years to get into the retirement groove. Delivered a rural mail route for 28 years. Seemed like always working, no real time. Yeah, I was just talking to my cousin. He was a postman too, and he did a walking route. He said he tracked 14 miles a day walking. Um, that's what he just told me today. And I said 14 miles, and he's like, yeah. Um, some of his routes were, especially if he helped out with another route or something. That's a lot of walking. You have to adjust your sleep 20. Oh, you worked 11 to 7. Yeah, I can't seem to adjust. That's going to be tough, right? Um, The body clock is always going to do what it wants to do. I'm in Southeast Virginia. It's 60 outside right now. The roads are salted and it's supposed to freeze tonight. Oh, they actually use salt there in Southeast Virginia? I thought they would be more of the cinders and stuff like that. Everyone should get their vitamin D. Yeah, I think vitamin D is important. I've heard that quite a few times in the past few years. Uh, back up here. I am on live chat. Am I this far behind? Holy cow. Captain Billy, why am I so far behind? Okay, here we go. Not having to get up at dark 30, driving the traffic. Yep. Talking about tax preparation. I loved working every day. I hated the commute. Yeah. You're outside of Detroit. Vitamin D is good for you. I take the B's too. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain vitamin B's. I don't know if they're 12s, 14s, 7s. I don't know. That are supposed to be good too. But certain B vitamins make me flush. Is that B12? I get flushed when if I take B12 or one of those B vitamins. I'm not sure. So I don't take any of that. Oh, my customers where I work, not tech. Okay. Hi from Virginia. I turned my retirement letter in yesterday. All right. In 7 weeks. Cool. Excellent. Congratulations. Wednesday is your garbage. Third shift, 4 months retired, still 1 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm always ready to go. My husband wants to know when Lake Erie is going to freeze. Um, it could be within the next couple weeks. It's possible. It's very possible. Iguanas are freezing in South Florida. Are they? They're dropping. Do you go out and catch them or anything like that? Like, I could see they have paid iguana catchers. I would take that job. Hey, come here, boy. Fall into this net. Getting gas in Lost Hills, California, 390. Hey, cheaper. Yeah, that's cheap. Yeah. Greg, that's pretty cheap. 399. Yep. And that's probably mostly taxes. So good. Took my son to throw the discus. I've lost about 17 feet. You better be careful, Dana. Your arms are not the same as you were when you were in 7th grade. I don't want you pulling a tendon. Then you won't be able to do anything for the summer. How much is ground beef? I have no idea. I really don't know. I didn't contaminate the dining room. I deny all my. Oh boy. A week ago, I heard my neighbors lawn mowing going at 7 a.m. What? They must be nuts then. Oh, you're in Atlanta. Okay. Why I thought you were in China. I don't know. Gas in Northeast Texas is 189. Well, that's good. That's good. Thumbs up. Yeah. Thank you. My wife's friend raised mastiffs. You have to bottle feed the pups because they don't feed their babies. Really? Wow. You take extra vitamin D. It's really cold here in Ohio and going to get colder. Yeah, that's okay. Anastasia, that's just winter time in Ohio and in Cleveland. That's just the way it is. That's why, I'm a Four Seasons person. I can, when you're raised in it, you're used to it, I guess. Don't have to be happy about it, but it could be worse, I guess. Don't take Tylenol or you might get pregnant. Oh, is that how it works? You take it and then you get pregnant. Okay. The protonics can mess with your bone density. I just saw this lady, and again, we don't do politics here, but once in a while I have to mention something that, because just like common sense stuff, where they were interviewing that OB. She's a doctor. They asked her something about can men get pregnant, and she wouldn't answer. Are you making this political? It's like, no, can men get pregnant? She wouldn't answer. I just thought, the whole politics and everything is just, it's ridiculous anymore. I swear to God, it's just ridiculous. The protonics can mess with your bone density. Yeah, I've read that. I know. But, my stomach doctor told me, you got this or you got this. What do you want to do? Which is the worst, which is the best path? So, so esophageal cancer or bone density loss maybe later on in your future. So, yeah, they don't give you good choices sometimes. Cyanum. Cyanum. Okay. Is that an I? I can't tell if that's C. No, that's an L. Celium. Yeah. Selenum. Yeah, whatever that stuff is. Yeah, don't remind you about the chicken bone, huh? Saw a special YouTube thing on gas needs to be top tier. Yeah, when top tier in our tests, there were some that used yes. And John, I used to do the top tier all the time, and I thought Sam's Club was, and then somebody on the channel pointed out that Sam's Club is not a top tier. So my last fill up, because I only fill up once a month, and I did it at Costco. So um, I buy obviously buy Sam's or Costco gas because it's the cheapest around. But I'm going to try to do it at Costco every time now. We'll see. I threw 60 today. My state. Let me go back here. And if I don't catch up to your comment, just restate it. My D was 40 last year, 10,000 Friday, and they got more. Son retired for 2025. 10,000 milligrams, yeah. I threw 60 today. My state throw was 77. Oh, you know what's happening here? I don't have my computer plugged in, and I'm down to bones here. So am I either going to have to plug it in or I'm going to have to go to plan B here, which I have no idea what that is, but we could end up going down here pretty soon. I didn't plug it in and I don't have a cord in here. Well, I tell you what, how long have we been on here? 37 minutes. Why don't we go ahead just in case my thing dies off. Let's do our Amazon gift card for anybody that's new. Do a 0 to 100 and guess what that number is? And for a $25 gift card. And if my computer bombs out, you'll know why, but at least we'll get this done and over with. And then if it dies, it dies. And then if I disappear, that's why. Because I didn't have it plugged in. There you go, Nancy. There you go, Nancy. I mean, guys, I'm 66 now, so you got to think I took number 66. I don't even have my whiteboard. That's how ill prepared I am today. So 66. So it looks like Nancy, I think you already got it. Are we on a delay here? We could be on a delay. You want to check that out? 280 zone, because I'm pretty sure that was the first one. Pretty sure. Hey, will you still feed me when I'm 66? All right, thank you, 280 zone. I appreciate the help in determining that this was correct. Yeah, so yeah, I forgot to plug this in. I've got my little light is showing orange, which means I don't know how much time we have, but when it goes out, then we're done. So we'll continue on until then. Better hit the tanning bed for the brain fog or the beach. Everyone review your total 2025 expenses. I'm starting to get I just got my things from Social Security. Of course, it's online, but they're one of the first ones that send it. That's pretty cool. So I got me and Mrs. Buzz's. Um, got my YouTube one from AdSense, got that in. They didn't mail it, but so I think I'm getting most of my stuff for my taxes. Still got to get the banks and the E-Trade and those are always late. They go like in February, end of January, February. So you die in the winter without sun. Lake Superior is still open. Yeah, you might not have to pay taxes, right? Yeah, because some of us over 65, you get that little. I think you're getting another $6,000 against the standard deduction. That's going to help a lot of retirees, I think. Um, and if you're married, filing married, you get that 12,000. That's definitely gonna help. I know it's gonna help us. I don't know to what extent yet, but for the next 3 or 4 years, whatever it is, we'll get that 12,000 added to the standard deduction. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty good deal for us. Over 65, married, or married filing jointly, and you got to be over 65, I believe. I think those are the qualifications. Correct me if I'm wrong. ET will take a while for the K1. I got rid of my K1. Scott, I got rid of that. Yeah, no, they wait till like March. Um, I just got rid of it. I reduced my stock. I have to do a video on that too. Um, what more my stuff? I'm trying to reduce and just get into a few different things now. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about that. Howard was big on it at Otter's Retirement Corner. I actually invested in one of the things that he talked about, DFUS, and that's at 6.79% since I invested in it. So it ranges around 6 to 7% um, gain so far. So and that's a decent one. So I'm trying to consolidate my stuff. Take care just in case wife enjoyed the orange cat. My son was just bullying me because I won't pay for Netflix. The heck with all that stuff. Yeah, you get somebody's code. Or are they cracking down on that code thing too? I wish I'm fighting to stay out of the 24% bracket there. In Australia, it's 68. Cool. Spend more on the doctor. Yeah. Whoa, guys are going fast now again. Your expenses poor. Spend more on doctors, a crown, and a plumber. Oh yeah, well, yeah, we talked about mine. It was like 11,000, I think. So, and I hope I'm not going to see that again next year. Although I got to do that HVAC, so I know it's going to be a problem. First 50,000 of home value is free. Oh, yeah, I got my property tax reduction. I was so happy for that. I'm looking at my board over there right now, and it's 462 a month. And I think we talked about this maybe last Saturday. I'm not sure. 462 a month was what I was paying. I pay twice a year, but it was 462. It went down to 398. So like a 700, almost an $800 savings a year. That's a big help for me. Bills tied it up overtime. Oh, the game is going on now, huh? Okay. I did. Yeah, I heard you talking about the Bills and that, but I didn't know the game was on today. What day is today? Oh, Saturday. That's right. See? Well, my computer's going to die here anyway, so we'll go watch the game after this. Indiana lowered your property taxes. Waiting to see how much mine. Oh, that's good. That's a big thing now. The Ohio's trying to. There's people in Ohio trying to get petitions on the November ballot to eliminate it. I don't know how that's going to work, but because you're going to have to pay somehow, some way. I mean, people got to get paid, but I don't know. Oh, you weren't 65 this past year. I know some people aren't going to get it because of that, right? That's right, Rick. Mine went to food and paying for my mother's long-term care for a few months. Spent 40,000. Yikes. Way to go on the homestead. Yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting. I actually thought it was going to be less. Um, I thought it'd be like 400, but it's like double that. So, and maybe I was just looking at it because of the semi-annual. I was looking at the semi-annual number on other people's. I was snooping around other people's OPs, other people's taxes, because you can see everybody's. All I gotta do is go on a computer, sign on, put their address in, and you can see everything. You can almost see into the windows. Crazy. Way too much information out there on the internet. Way too much. Yeah, game tomorrow too. Right. I had to buy 2 heat pumps this year. That was painful. But we have good heat. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to do mine. I've been looking at the different I'm hoping it'll last through the winter, and then in the summer I'll start getting quotes so I can have the furnace and air conditioning done by the end of this 2026. That's my goal. If not, I'm going to wait one more year, but I'd rather just get it done because I waited on the water heater. I said, well, I'll just wait a little bit longer. Got some quotes. I'll just wait. And then it blew up on me. So I don't want to, as I've said before, I don't want that heater going out on me when it's like Monday when it's 5 below 0 or 0 degrees, and then the heater goes out and you wake up completely frozen. Yeah, I don't want that happening. So yeah, game tomorrow, right? Who cares? Lions imploded. Yeah, I know. Hey, that happens. All kinds of teams. It happens to. Greenland becoming the next state. I really do think that Greenland is. I heard it's more property than Alaska. And I think the United States really worked hard to get Alaska, and I think Greenland is for the same reasons. Um, on the surface, people may not like it, but when you start looking, if you take a globe and you start looking at it, and if we could control that, yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. But I don't know. Probably not in our lifetime. It's not going to matter. Next 20, 30 years, it may not matter, but I don't know. The world changes so much that you just never know what these shenanigans these people are going to pull in these other places. I'm still worried about China and Taiwan. That's you don't hear too much about that anymore, but that's still out there. Got a new stove that's scratch and dent. Came with the knobs for gas, and it's electric stove. Okay. Glad that the yeah. I just heard Tim. I just heard the Steelers. They're in trouble. This was kind of their last hurrah, and they're in trouble. And I think Tomlin knew it, and he decided, hey, bye, see ya. And think about that. The Browns, the Steelers, and the Ravens. All their coaches are gone, and Cincinnati's the only one with the coach remaining. So every team's going to have a brand new coach, which is just so interesting. I don't think, if I recall, I've never seen that before. I don't think I've seen that. That's never happened. Came with knobs. I mean, yeah, because don't electric stoves, you just press buttons. There is no knobs. I thought maybe I'm wrong, but maybe. No politics. Okay, Captain Billy. Stewart's Folly. When Alaska was purchased, they had no idea. Well, that could be. Got a Bradford white water heaters. Yeah, I got one, but it was it's a I think it's they've changed manufacturers. Um, the consolidations happened in water heaters as well. And I think the company that makes Bradford White made mine, but it was called a different name. Um, I can't remember the name off my top of my head, but I think it was made in the Bradford White factory, which makes other things too. I looked it up one day, but I forgot about it. But yeah, my last Bradford White lasted like 20 some years. I mean, it was a great water heater. 10,000 plus. Yeah, Rick. Come to Connecticut. Yeah, I know. Um, yeah, I mean, there's certain states that the taxes are just outrageous, you know. I that's hard. You gotta have some money. You gotta have some money. Captain Billy to run Glee. I think Captain Billy could run Greenland. He really could. The only thing I remember about Greenland is they said Greenland is ice and snow, and Iceland is green. That's all I ever remember. Oh, couch interviews. I heard something about that, but I did not see that. I'll have to check into it. Are you still considering a part-time job? Jerry, I don't know. I'm not sure, tell you the truth. Uh, I'm just not sure. It seems like the days it's already 2 weeks into January and it feels like it just was New Year's Day. I mean, time just goes so fast anymore. I just don't know. Oh, your electric stove has knobs? Oh, okay. I always thought they were always push button. We don't have one, so I don't know. King of the Raccoon Nation. I have one of those power vent reams, high efficiency. Oh, John, that's a good one. But only lasts 10 years. Really? No. Any update on your news channel? I can't. Yeah, I haven't done anything, Steve. I did one video. I just haven't taken the time, Steve, to even look at do anything with it. I have good intentions, but you know how that goes, Steve. I think you know just as well as I do, Steve, how good intentions get you about this far, about that far. This one has the flame for lighting it. You still have knobs for electric. I guess they connect differently. Where'd you buy it at? Did you get it at Goodwill or where? I know you picked up a couple pictures or something from Goodwill or the equivalent of that. Property taxes were 6,000, and that was 12 years ago. Yeah, you guys up north. I mean that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, one couple from New Hampshire, they were moving down to North Carolina. I haven't heard from them lately. I have to look them up again, but they had videos. Mr. and Mrs. Forget their names, but yeah, they moved down to North Carolina. Had a home built down there. They said they just couldn't. They couldn't pay for everything in New Hampshire. It was getting just way too tough. Um, Crazy. Do a interview with Warren Buffett. The USA brought Alaska for 6 million from the Russians. That was a good deal. Cool thumbnail. Oh, yeah, that's just Chat GPT. Listening to Buffett's videos on my as a matter of fact, it's kind of funny because I keep talking about Chat GPT and others. I mean, there's so many others out there. I just focus on that one. But my grandmother, my grandmother she was with us today at dinner. My aunt, I'm sorry, my aunt was there. She's 80 something, and she got a card from Latvia, and it was written in Latvia. And I just took chat. I know there's other ways you can do it, but I took chat, took a picture of it, and said, tell me this in English. And boom, in just a second, I was reading the card in English. And it's just amazing what this stuff can do now. I know there's Google Translator and stuff like that, but this was like instantaneous. Just really crazy what they can do now. 2,300 last year, and you thought that was bad? Oh boy. Yeah. Across the street from me, 9 grand. 9 grand. And it's just him and her. And I think he's working part-time. She does some kind of yoga stuff and she gets paid for that, I think. But 9 grand just for their property taxes. And my wife says, well, they got a nice, it's probably worth gonna be, if they sell it, it's a $500,000 house. And it probably is. But it's not a $500,000 house until you sell it. And so you're going to keep paying and paying and paying. Um, I don't know. That's just tough. 9 grand. I couldn't do it. I just can't. I would have to move. I really would. What's the story on eBay? What about eBay? I haven't started eBay, if that's what you mean. I'm still working on the bathroom. No sales tax, but our registration and property taxes are high. Oh, no sales tax? Really? Huh. Everyone here is a teetotaler. I am. I am. I don't shoot me if you want, but I do not like the taste of beer. I'm just one of those people. I just never. I'll take a root beer, but I don't like the taste of of beer. I just don't. Yeah, Captain Billy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, Tim, in your Ohio town, well, hopefully, they passed all 5 laws and some of them are taking effect soon, some later. I don't know, but in November, they got that petition going, and I think it's gonna hit the November ballot to get rid of, property taxes, and how they're gonna figure it out, I don't know what they're gonna do. I would still like a breakdown of what my yeah, we do get a breakdown. We can find that on the internet what ours goes to. After hearing all these folks, I'm getting thanks for yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, property taxes is just amazing. It's amazing. My mom had a 1961 GE cooktop. The panel was in the wall. Wow, that's one of them old ones. I'm working on the bathroom, Doug. Working on it. If you taste the beer, you're not drinking it fast enough. You're all right. I just was never a beer connoisseur, and I don't like wine, believe it or not, either. I neither one of them do anything for me. Solar system. Oh yeah, I would like to have solar, but in around this area, I talked to these kids one time. They came around, and I really grilled them um, to the point where they were like, "Well, I have to get somebody else out here to answer your questions," because they really didn't know. But I kind of told him my usage and stuff like that, and he said, maybe it wouldn't work out for you." Because I said, "Yeah, because I'll be dead before I break even, right?" Yeah, he laughed, but he knows I was right. You don't like beer either? Coffee and Bailey's. I got my coffee. I got my coffee. It's actually tea. Uh-oh, it says you might want to plug in your PC. So when this dies, we're at 56 minutes, 57. When it dies, when it disappears, then you'll know it's over. There won't be any goodbyes. There'll be an Irish goodbye. German beer. No, I could drink it. It's just like if I had 5 things in front of me, it would probably be the last thing I choose. Um, if I was just drinking it for taste and, I'm just not a big fan. Kentucky brown bourbon, I'm just not a drinker. I just don't I know, it's just weird. I just don't care for it. I did get the chime of death. I did. All right. In my county in Georgia, I don't have to pay school taxes because that would be nice if they did that here. Um, I've said this to somebody on one of my videos. Somebody said, I said, if you put 5 of these people and 5 of these people and 5 of these people in a room, they could probably solve every problem in the world. Well, you put Captain Billy and you put Noreen and 280 Zone and Vicky and whoever. You put them, I bet you they could solve the world's problems, but unfortunately, we have what we have. So either local, state, or federal. Um, we just got too much of this going on. But that's great that you don't have to pay. Um,